like it's about time to
Okay,
head out
so
to
it's
again.
Act 2.
I'm still curious what CHONGYUN saw the other day. Wow, everyone got here so early.
The sun is shining bright today. As soon as that leaf floats past Stonegate, we shall reveal today's poetry theme.
What leaf?
The theme of the second day of the neighboring nation's congenial poetry gala is pairing couplets.
Pairing
Pairing
couplets.
Oh, I've heard of that. It's a Liyue art form where you have to create new lines of poetry based on fixed rules. Kind of like a fill-in-the-blanks game, but for poetry.
Mm-hmm.
Heaven and earth, rain and wind, the endless sky and the boundless land, forest boars and ocean shrimp, lavender melons and matsutake shrooms.
Yummy.
Based on a given line of poetry, you must create the second line to form a pair, or couplet. As long as you take inspiration from the wide world around you, you'll find it's not so difficult after all. The two lines should be neatly matched, complementing each other both semantically and rhythmically. In essence, it's just like most other forms of poetry.
Okay.
To buoy your imagination,
That's interesting.
allow the winds of inspiration to fill your sails, we've added an additional component, an inspiration walk.
A nature tour.
Inspiration walk?
Damn.
By inspiration walk, we simply mean wandering around in the wild, taking in the scenery and pocketing any poetic thoughts. Of course, to all our friends, old and new, please be careful while out and about. Wangsheng Funeral Parlor is already fully booked for the month ahead, and if there's any more demand, I'll be the only one with a smile on my face.
Oh, that's a
Sure.
threat.
Please roam freely as the mood takes you. Enjoy the spectacular scenery of our two beautiful nations, and fill your imaginations with the most pleasing of poetry. We will all reconvene here tonight. Traveler, can you round up Singcho, Chongyun, and the Mondstadt contingent? I have a favor to ask of you.
Oh, is it that thing from yesterday?
No problem.
Thanks. I'm counting on you.
You gather the team.
So, we hope that each of you can keep an eye out for this while you're out on your inspiration walk.
Are you sure this is okay? It was just something I ran into, and now we're imposing my business on everyone else.
Oh, please don't say that, Mr. Chongyun. Master Jean ordered us to work with you however we can to improve cooperation. Helping each other out is exactly what we're here for.
Besides, investigating any strange occurrences near Mondstadt and making a report to the Knights of Favonius is also part of our job.
I don't mind either, because while we're out, I can look for new cocktail ingredients too. Just think of it like an outing with friends. It'll be fun.
No need to feel bad.
The way I see it, you should just humbly accept their willingness to help.
All right.
I humbly accept.
In that case, thank you all very much. I will be sure to repay your kindness someday.
Now, how about we split into two groups for the day?
Two groups.
You mean to cover more ground?
Not just that. Don't forget, this is still part of the Poetry Gala. If we all see the same sights and sounds during our inspiration walk, how can we write unique poems?
True.
That's true. But how do we decide who goes in which group?
Why don't we draw lots?
Oh, okay.
Yeah! That'll make things even more fun.
Drawing lots? But what if I end up with the Liyue crowd, and I can't think of anything to say to them?
Oh, me. It's okay.
Slips of paper here. Who wants to go first?
Oh, Paimon! Paimon wants to go first.
New friends for you.
Okay, so that's the Traveler, Paimon, Diona, and Chongyun in one group, and Singcho, Mika, and Noelle in the other.
On.
What a relief.
Why?
At
No.
least I'll have Noelle with me.
Then I humbly place myself at your instruction.
Oh, I don't think... that won't be...
I also await your guidance.
No need to be so formal,
Take
man.
care, everyone.
Come on,
See you
man.
all tonight.
Also interesting, there was a possibility that Paimon could have been on the other team.
Did anyone forget to bring
Interesting.
anything? If
But
not,
they didn't separate us, so...
let's
What?
get going. Dun, 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 dun. Come on.
No.
Wow, Are those ears and tail real? So fluffy. Alright. Miss Diona, is there some place in particular?
I'm sure
you'd
you
like
could
to
tell
go?
already, but
Just call me Diona. Since we're trying to find
I don't like
Diona,
Diona.
why don't we start with the
I'm
place
sorry.
you saw last time?
She's probably like one of the only characters I don't enjoy. Lead the way, Captain CHONGYUN.
Sure. Then, everyone, follow me.
He came. Tears among the leaves.
Right over there, next to the water. That's where I saw it. But it was a little foggy at the time, so I didn't get a clear look.
Oh, near the water, you
There's
say?
great, but there's kind of a gloomy atmosphere around here. Is this the kind of place you like to take a walk?
I wasn't taking a walk. I come here to train.
Train? Like how knights train for combat?
It's a bit different. As an exorcist of Liyue, my training involves practicing techniques for the exorcism of evil spirits.
Exorcism?
I've always wanted to demonstrate the power of exorcism, but it's a pity. I've never actually gotten the chance.
CHONGYUN is 1 in a million. He has pure yang spirit, so as soon as he gets close, evil spirits run and hide. Huh? Isn't that a good thing?
It's awful. Have you ever heard of an exorcist that's never seen an evil spirit? A lot of people think I'm a fraud because of this condition of mine.
Your physical constitution is far rarer than the techniques still passed down by exorcists today. You should treasure it.
Conqueror of demons.
That's nice of you to say.
Is that a friend of yours? Yep, this is Xiao, an adeptus of Liyue. An adeptus? Wow, I've never seen one of those before. Hello, Mr. Adeptus?
Just call me Shao.
So, are you here to train too? Or are you out for an inspiration walk?
You see why I answered Shao on that one riddle?
My suspicion
Because he's always up
aroused.
there, looking
That's why I'm
down.
here. I've already informed the owner of
In his
the inn.
lonely,
If you see
snowy
anything out of the
plains.
ordinary, return immediately and leave it to me.
I'm really sorry. I didn't mean to drag even the Conqueror of Demons into this.
I have already patrolled the area and found nothing amiss. Either the anomaly you encountered was no evil spirit, or perhaps it already left.
Or it's Among Us.
We came all this way for nothing.
Now I see why Among
no
Us
other
started
business,
out
I'll
of
take my leave
nowhere.
now.
It all makes sense. Wait, come on an inspirational walk with us. On an inspirational walk
There's no one
with
else
us.
around here anyway, so you don't need to worry.
But
No buts.
I
No
would
buts.
also be honored if you joined us, Adeptus Shao. It is a rare opportunity, and I have many questions about exorcising evil spirits that I would like to ask you.
Come on.
fine.
Seems like this Adeptus is pretty shy.
He
Or
is.
maybe all the Adepti in Liyue are like this.
No.
Team Chocolate
No.
has a new member!
Not really.
Yay!
What? When did this become my team? Now that Adeptus Shao is joining us, if anyone's team leader, it should be...
Don't overthink it! Diona, didn't you say you wanted to find some new ingredients? Yeah, I don't get to come to Liyue very often, so I want to gather some new ingredients while I'm here.
Okay, so there's berries there.
Jueyun chilies can set your throat on fire.
There's mint.
I'm gonna mix them into my drinks and give it a try.
And there's a sweet flower.
Huh? Julian chilies.
Oh no. No.
I'm not sure that would taste very good.
It would, but not for you, baby. Not for you.
Perfect. Let's go pick a whole
Oh.
bunch of them.
Oh no.
The...
She's gonna create such good cocktails. Oh shit.
As well as Jueyun chilies, I also need some slime condensate.
People
or
like me would
loach powder.
Okay,
Are those
I love
really
this.
fit for human consumption?
Oh, there's mint.
This is starting to sound
I
like
told you
something
there's mint.
Shogun would make.
They gave us a whole team of our characters. This is cool. Hydro slimes.
With my blade.
Sus. Among Us. I have the Traveler with a pipe. Then there's Xiao. Then there's Chongyun and Diona. That's cool. They need to do this more often, I tell you. They need to do this more often. Please.
Okay, this should be enough.
Diona, you seem really committed to, making alcoholic drinks available to people of all tastes.
Yeah.
What? No, never! I hate alcohol! When grown-ups drink too much, they get that stupid drunk look on their faces, can't speak clearly, and don't even respond properly. Sometimes, they just sleep on the floor all night. Alcohol is the root of all kinds of evil. So, I'm on a mission to mix the most disgusting drink in the whole world and show everyone just how awful alcohol really is.
And
Nothing
you
can
always
stand in
fail.
my way. If it means coming out to Liyue every day to pick fresh Jueyun chilies, then so be it.
Is it really worth all that effort?
Yeah, because all my previous efforts have failed. Those stinking booze hounds not only haven't woken up to the truth of how bad alcohol is, they even keep praising my drinks. It makes me furious!
And you know why?
How is that possible? If this is the kind of stuff you're throwing into their drinks, it must taste absolutely vile. Surely.
Are you calling me a liar? Well, if you don't believe me, I'll fix you a drink right now. Then you'll see.
No need.
Just you wait.
Oh no. Is she really going to add those Jueyun chilies?
If her
Is
claims
he gonna
are
be
true,
alright?
perhaps she too possesses a unique constitution of some kind.
I don't see how it could have
Yep.
anything to do with her. Unless she's under the influence of some kind of power? Maybe an evil spirit.
No, I sense no trace of the demonic in her. Although there are traces of something else. Something rather special. In Liyue, we might say this child has adeptal affinity.
Interesting.
It's ready. Here, I made one for Xiao too.
Oh boy.
Oh boy.
Color. Yep. She definitely added Jueyun chilies.
What's wrong? You're not allergic to anything, are you? Don't worry, there isn't even any alcohol in it. It's a slime condensate base with a seasoning of Jueyun chilies and finished with frog legs.
Surely there's no way this can possibly taste good.
Don't force yourselves.
Xiao downed it in a single gulp. Oh, great. If the Conqueror of Demons drank it, it'd be rude of me to refuse. Oh.
Chongyun drank his too. Is he gonna be okay?
I hope so.
This drink is...
Delicious!
Yeah.
It does have a touch of Jueyun chili, but it isn't at all overpowering. It's completely different from Xiangling's cooking or those drinks Xingqiu makes to mess with me.
Damn.
It's crisp and refreshing, with just a hint of numbness, and the Jueyun chili flavor combines with the smooth but
got
not
him
slimy
going.
texture of the frog legs to form a
Jesus.
heavenly mixture. And oh,
Jeez.
the slimes! Can we talk about the slimes? Before this, I never knew that
Wow.
they had such a pure and herby taste, like fresh grass after the rain.
Wow.
The power and purity of nature distilled into a cup.
Jesus
Amazing! Simply
Christ.
unbelievable.
That's right. Slimes are absolutely sublime.
Is no one as baffled as me?
Failed again. But wait, what's gotten into Chongyun?
That's what I'm saying.
So quiet up
Yeah.
until now.
Are you okay, Chongyun?
Great, and I gotta try another. Diona, if you please, one more.
Wow. Wow. What is happening?
Okay. I think I've calmed down a bit.
What was that?
I'm sorry. I can't believe I let you all see me like that.
It's fine. My fault for not checking your spice tolerance first. Oh, looks like this pure yang spirit isn't such a great thing to have after all.
Actually, before I drank it, I very much doubted what you said about your drinks.
Who'd have thought it? Diona and Chongyun are actually kind of similar.
Yeah.
Hmm?
Xiao? What's wrong?
Who's there? The girl.
Look over there.
Huh?
You mean the leaf?
The leaf.
Something's written on it.
Oh. Venti?
See that from over here?
Yeah, that's actually impressive. Let's grab it and take a look.
I don't get swept away!
Xiao, how did you see that?
There's a poem written on it. The Conqueror of Demons has truly amazing vision.
He's got the zoom vision. The sky that night blossoms with flowers, the stars that night hummed like bees, in search of nectar and of dreams. And we that night were as new as the dew, under moonlight flowing like silken honey. Our words sweet as we sat by the spring, but I turned and left you alone. The poem in my head left unspoken. And since then, the stars do not twinkle, the moon is ice cold. I hide them 'neath the water, but your tears fall and find them. That's actually beautiful.
The author is writing about the first time they met
Wow.
their true love.
But I
Although
turned
the
and left you
following lines suggest
alone.
that they didn't end up together.
The poem in my heart unspoken.
Why write a poem on a fallen leaf?
And who's this
Flowing
for?
waters are ruthless. They carry the leaves away with the current.
Someone
This poem
deliberately
would likely
showed it
have
to us,
vanished into
as
the
if,
void had we not found it.
which was why I thought
It
Venti.
makes no sense to me.
Sometimes people write poems simply to express
That's
themselves.
true. I've heard Singcho say something similar before. When there's things that you're unable to say, or just never had the chance to say before it was too late, if it can be put on paper, it can be expressed as
Yeah, and the
poetry.
poem sounds like
Is
it
kinda like wishing at a
was
fountain?
expressing
I used to
feelings
do
that were
sometimes when I was little.
not spoken to the
So,
person they were supposed to
That
be
means that our
spoken to.
mystery poet was probably hoping that someone would read it, right? You think? Then should we write a poem in reply?
But we don't know who wrote it. How can we reply?
Why not go upstream?
Damn.
Upstream? Why?
The ink looks fresh. It can't have been written too long ago.
Yeah.
This withered leaf floated down with the current. If we travel further upstream and drop a leaf into the same waters, it should be carried down past the original writer.
Mm.
Cool! Aw, this
So it
is
wasn't
so
the wind.
romantic! Communicating with a mystery person using poems on fallen leaves!
It is romantic.
But how do we make sure that they'll...
I wish Kazuha was here.
We can write extra copies and drop the
With-
leaves in different places.
Just Venti,
As they say,
Hutao,
where there's a will,
Kazuha.
there's a way. Surely at least one of our leaves will find a path.
Either way, it's our only option.
Then let's make like a tree and head upstream! Upstream, upstream, up we go! Oh, did you think of what to write yet?
I already finished writing it. Amidst the dark, fireflies aglow, petals unmoved by the stream's flow. If words yet remain, and love holds to the last, against the world can the small stand fast. In honeyed moonlight, may you once more bask.
Ooh, great! Now give it here, and Paimon will toss it into the water!
We're quite the poets. Damn. What do you think? This was meant for you, by the way. This was a great suggestion, Xiao.
Things you never had the chance to say before it was too late.
Yeah, he resonated
Silence
with
is
that.
the final word. We mourn the loss of things unheard.
You should try writing a poem too, Xiao.
I have little talent for, nor knowledge.
Again,
of
you don't
poetry.
need talent. You just need to express your emotions. Through the words unspoken. What do you want to say to your deceased kin? I'm sure there's a lot.
At least in the water. Look, it's like a little boat. Merrily, merrily down the stream. Life is but a dream.
Yeah, Paimon.
We should probably pick up the pace.
You're also quite a
We
poet.
still have a few more leaves to set afloat, and we need to get back before it gets dark.
Okay, let's go! Uh-huh.
Don't interrupt.
What's this? You two having a private chat?
Oh, the
No,
shippers are gonna
it's nothing.
they're gonna thrive.
I just hope this isn't all in vain.
Some time ago in a team far, far away. Interesting. Did this team write a
The
poem?
scenery here is quite beautiful. Let's pause here to seek some inspiration.
Should we set up camp? Oh, please wait a moment. I'll pitch the tent.
It's an inspiration walk. There's no need for all that.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I'll conduct reconnaissance nearby to ensure this area is safe and see if I can't scavenge any firewood or food while I'm at it.
Come on.
Wait.
Come on, Mondstadt people.
reconnaissance?
It means survey the environment and plan our route forward. It's the foundation of all operations while out in the wild.
Are all inspiration walks in Mondstadt this complicated? They're acting like this is completely normal. Am I the weirdo here? In that case,
No, they're the
I'll
weirdos.
conduct reconnaissance with Mika.
Huh? Oh, okay then. Crumbs. Now I have to try and make small talk.
Oh no.
Should I
Small
mention
talk.
the scenery?
My biggest weakness.
Very well. Then leave the camp to me.
So, Singcho, do you, go on inspiration walks often?
Oh, no.
I do.
You're doing great, Mika.
I
You're doing
always
great.
get bored when I'm cooped up at home, so I head out for a stroll. Life gets busy. You have to steal a moment of leisure when you can.
Cool. Oh, over there, firewood.
Firewood. Well,
Have fun, you two. I'll have the tent set up soon.
they're taking this really seriously for the wrong reason. Okay. I enjoy this so much, having to play with other characters. The immersion is full.
Body and mind.
With this wood and the food I brought along, we can definitely put together a decent lunch.
You've got quite
A
knack
lunch
at
out of
wilderness
berries.
survival. I'll give you that.
Thanks. I was on an expedition with the Grandmaster of the Knights of Favonius for a while. Not too
Tell me
long.
about it.
I was in charge of surveying and mapping.
Oh, you sound like a character from an adventure novel, charging across the world, sword in hand.
What? No, I'm nowhere near as amazing as all that.
No need to be
If
so
I
humble.
really run into
really.
a powerful enemy, I always leave it for someone stronger to deal with.
You're too modest, Mika. A hero is measured not by the blood on his sword, but by what's in his heart. As long as a righteous heart that yearns to aid others beats within your chest, no matter where you go or what you have achieved, you may be called a hero.
That all sounded pretty profound. Well, I've never even thought about any of that before.
Hello? Are you okay?
Hello.
Maybe we
Is
should
anyone
return,
home?
lest Noelle be forced to wait on us.
Oh,
That was a
sure.
nice chat. Mika needed to hear this. So good. Characters interacting. Is it so much to ask for? Thank you, Hoyo, for doing this. Wow, what a tent. Jesus. You had that in your pockets or something? What?
Oh, you're back. Did everything go smoothly? Do you need a cloth to wipe the sweat from your brow?
Where did you get that?
No need, thanks. All clear. There's no danger in the vicinity. Noelle, your cooking is amazing. Every single dish is so tasty.
Truly astounding. I never imagined it was possible to enjoy such a satisfying meal in the great outdoors.
Really? Then what do you usually eat when you're out on an inspiration walk?
Oh, well, since I usually sneak out from home, I just grab some dried snacks to take with me. Add in whatever fruit I pick along the way, and that's my lunch.
By sneaking out, you mean running away from home?
Yep.
That's right. Or sometimes I'll tell a cover story like, I'm going out to take care of business.
But if you get caught, won't you get disciplined?
So, just don't get caught.
Huh.
Just don't get caught.
Anyway, did anything interesting come up while you were out
Just
scouting?
do it.
Well, Xingqiu and I talked about what it means to
Just
be
do
a
it.
hero. Now that I think about it, by Xingqiu's definition, you should be considered a hero too, Noelle.
You are a knight in heart.
Me?
You're always happy to help everyone in the Knights of Favonius. Not only that, but whenever we're out training, you help out the citizens of Mondstadt.
She's a hero, yeah.
Oh, remember that time when a giant boulder was blocking the road? You cut it in two with a single blow.
Oh? Sounds like she has both a heroic spirit and incredible martial prowess.
Don't. Oh, please don't praise me like that. We should talk about what we came here to do. Finding inspiration.
Miss Hu Tao said something about pocketing our poetic thoughts. But so far, all we've done is gather some firewood and cook lunch. I have no idea what to write.
You can write about anything. Looking at Cor
About
Lapis,
being a
one
hero.
can't help but wonder if one's own heart is as bright and clear as jade. Observing silk, so bright and beautiful, one pauses to consider whether it ever feels the sadness and sorrow that humans do.
So we have to connect our internal world with the external one?
Exactly. But that's just one of many possible methods. Perhaps you might gaze out at the bridge in the distance and see a woman leaning on the railing, looking as if her heart is laden by sorrows that even the rushing waters below cannot wash away.
Huh? Wait! I saw her at the gala yesterday. She wrote one of the riddles we answered. Why don't we go say hi?
Is she gonna put the leaf in the water? I presume.
Hello, ma'am. How fortuitous it is that we meet again.
How fortuitous
hello.
indeed.
Are you here on your inspiration walk too?
Yes. Allow me to introduce ourselves. I am Xingqiu, and this is Noelle and Mika.
And your name is?
Thank you for accepting our answer to your riddle yesterday.
Oh, don't mention it. It's all in good fun. I'm Kelly Roe.
So,
Caliroe.
Miss Caliroe, are you from Fontaine?
That's right. I was traveling in the area and just happened to see there was a poetry event being held at Stone Gate. It looked fun, so I thought I'd drop in.
Your riddle yesterday made quite an impression on me. It was uniquely evocative. Have you studied Liyue poetry before?
I haven't, actually. I've just picked up a few things here and there from chatting with people throughout my travels.
Amazing. So you're a natural poet.
We noticed you standing on the bridge from quite some distance away. Are you drawing poetic inspiration from the flowing current beneath your feet?
I haven't finished my poem yet. The water here was just so peaceful and calming. I stopped for a moment and lost myself in admiring it.
Well, since we're all here, why not head back with us to the venue for tonight's festivities? It's getting late after all. you sure? We can walk and talk. Perhaps the mingling of ideas will give rise to new inspiration.
Well, I'd personally like to hear Miss Callie Rowe's couplet. I'm sure I can learn something.
Well, if you're all in agreement, I've got no reason not to join you.
Join my party. Join.
The first team is back. Right on.
They came in such a march.
The others have yet to return.
Like it's some kind of parade.
Come on, let's hurry!
And then we're just...
We're not too late, are we?
Just how far did you all go?
pretty far.
Everyone catch your breath. Come on, deep breaths. 1, 2. Now, don't panic. The party hasn't started yet. We made it! Oh, Paimon's exhausted.
Since when do you get tired from flying?
Paimon gets tired if she has to fly too fast. Oh, not to mention dropping all those leaves. Paimon's hands are cramping up. Sounds like someone needs to exercise more. Huh? You guys picked up a new teammate while you were out?
Indeed. This is Kelly Rowe. I believe you'll remember her from yesterday, though you weren't introduced.
Hi, everyone.
Hi, glowy eyes.
Hello, but you're not the only ones who's called in reinforcements. Look who we got! Wait. Xiao? Where'd he go?
Wah, 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 wah.
Come on
Useless.
out! Now that we've all regrouped, let's... Scratch that. Looks like we're still waiting on my co-host.
They say roosters crow at first light, and finches go to bed at night. But Director Hu Tao's always on the ball. Anytime, anywhere, she'll answer your call.
Nice.
Are the theatrics really necessary? We're already on day 2 of the festival. The opening ceremony is over.
Yeah, we're not in Fontaine, guys.
My dear,
No need for all the
Paimon,
drama.
It seems you are not yet aware. That was not for my own sake, but for a special guest who's joining us today.
Director Whose manner is as exuberant as ever. It always makes quite an impression.
Oh boy! Now this is a surprise.
Mr. Zhongli, I hope you are well.
Xingqiu, what can you tell me
Zhongli
about
just
Mr.
ignored
Zhongli?
him.
He seems like somebody very important.
Yes, he's held in very high regard in Liyue Harbor. He's extremely erudite in many different domains of knowledge.
Allow me to introduce you all to Zhongli, a consultant at the Wangsheng Funeral Parlor. His expertise is limitless, stretching from the celestial orbs to the terrestrial ores, spanning modern and ancient culture, delving into literature both prosaic and poetic. He may be my subordinate, but he is certainly a qualified poetry expert, and so we have invited him here tonight to judge the compositions.
The director exaggerates. I am but vaguely acquainted with a few lines of classical poetry. Should you consider me to be remiss in my appraisal of your own compositions, please correct me.
Yeah, enough with the modesty already.
Yeah.
If I didn't know better, I'd say you seemed nervous. Just focus on judging.
Please rest assured that I shall rise to the occasion, Director.
Let me do a
Please
quick
be sure
count.
that I will rise to the occasion.
Great. Equal numbers on both sides.
Huh? Are you counting me too?
Well, join us. It'll be fun.
Okay, fine. But consider this a favor.
Okay, you.
With our Fontaine friend present, perhaps we should rename this event to the Three Nations Congenial Poetry Gala.
And with Kazuha 4, please.
I'm just noticing that Paimon should only count as a half teammate at most. That kind of puts Team Traveler at a bit of a disadvantage.
Damn.
Well, how about this? I'll
You got
join in as
roasted,
well.
Paimon.
Director Hu Tao, here to help out in your your hour of greatest need. What does everyone think?
Naturally, the more the merrier. Being the host of the festival shouldn't stop you from having the chance to enjoy it like the rest of us.
Then it's settled. Everyone else in the audience, feel free to join in too and support your favorite team.
What about me? Shall I keep track of the score?
No need for that. The teams are just a formality. We're all friends here, and this isn't intended to be competitive. But what do you think, Judge Zhongli?
Judge
Concur,
Zhongli.
Moreover, it would be disingenuous to impose upon our friends from Mondstadt and Fontaine a competition in which they are judged on how rigorously they can adhere to Liyue poetic conventions. Since this is a congenial poetry gala, should we not begin with inspiration and finish with friendly conversation? The aim being for all participants to enjoy themselves.
That's a relief. I was so nervous about this, but it sounds like it's gonna be pretty relaxed.
Couldn't have asked for a better judge. Zhongli said everything I was supposed to say, only far more eloquently. So, without further ado, I shall pass the baton to Venti.
No problem. Friends old and new, put
There
on
they
your
are.
thinking caps and take a deep breath of fresh
Two
air.
archons.
The second stage of our poetry gala will now commence. Matching couplets.
Two archons performing.
Perhaps I could break the ice with a humble contribution to inspire others to share their brilliance. Please listen to the first line in the couplet. Lounging in luxury inside a Shinue kiosk booth, delighting in countless contemporary tastes.
What? He managed to think of one already? Oh, he seems like a real expert at this.
Shinue Kiosk. Should that be paired with Lily Pavilion? Or are they too similar for a couplet? Oh, this is pretty difficult.
Shinue Kiosk. Contemporary tastes? I guess I should pair the modernity of their VIP dining experience with an emblem of the past. Ah! Maybe where I was training that one time. That was quite ancient. The weather was terrible that day. Okay, I got something.
Okay.
Surrounded by history, outside a Tianheng Pass pavilion, as lightning sets the boundless tenebrous skies ablaze.
Wow! Chongyun completed the couplet!
Shinue Kiosk is a renowned modern restaurant, while the mountain pass of Tianheng is a prominent historical landmark. These two iconic locations form a complementary pair. The imagery also contrasts rather well between the two halves of the couplet. One half describing a leisurely and comfortable indoor scene, the other portraying a hazardous outdoor scenario where there is no protection from the elements.
Huh? I was just describing what I experienced that day. I guess I just got lucky. Alright then. I guess I'll start the next couplet. Mind pines for Mingyun. Flesh confined to Qingse. Spirit striding high on Zheyun's clouds.
Oh, Chongyun, you dark horse. Looks like you came to play today.
This conjures the image of one with lofty aspirations, whose life is limited to a small town, but who awaits the opportunity to one day ascend above the clouds. The use of various locations for their symbolism is quite novel indeed.
Oh! Soul shines like jadestone, dressed in finest silkware. Lucent heart still beats within me now.
Wow, how did Noelle do that?
That was
A
fast.
superb
Yeah.
line. It employs the metaphor of precious stone to describe one of noble and moral character, with a pure and clear heart. The symbolism in this case is centered around objects, truly the work of a skilled poet.
That was a commendable couplet.
All thanks to your guidance while we were out on our inspiration walk.
I'd like to start the next couplet.
Oh, okay.
Up into the misty karst, down among the grassy marsh, all for lotus seed and bird egg soup.
Lotus seed and bird egg soup? What is it, Diona? Did you think of a second line for the couplet? No. Everyone's poems are so complicated. I need more time just to understand them. But when I heard lotus seed and bird egg soup, it made me think of berry and mint burst. Maybe because I mixed a similar drink recently.
Got it.
North beyond the Starfell Lake. South across the windswept plains. Just for
spoke.
berries squeezed and mint infused.
He actually spoke. What is happening? This is a second time he spoke a full-on sentence in one patch.
No wonder everyone praises the traveler.
This
so
isn't my
highly.
traveler.
He
What
writes
is
it
happening?
So quickly.
Huh?
Both halves of this couplet require intimate knowledge of the terrain in question and the local plants that may be found there. The two of you are clearly both seasoned travelers.
Seasoned travelers.
Does this mean I helped?
Meowza. You saved
Now,
the day.
Zhongli, don't just praise everything you hear. You should question and press them a bit. Don't worry about upsetting anyone. After all, I'm here to take the heat.
Then allow me to try another. Qingxin has no heart. Still, it soothes the human heart.
Is she talking about the medicinal effects of Qingxin? This is a hard one to match.
The Xing part of Xing means heart, but the flower itself has no heart. Thank Traveler. I've got it.
Sweet dream
Wha-
is no dream. Yet it nurtures people's dreams.
Sweet
Huh?
dream. Does that really
Who are you and where's my traveler? What is this?
Since the suitability of the match has been queried, I shall act according to the director's wishes and ask you, what is the link between Sweet Dream and Qingxin?
Sweet Dream is a type of dessert.
Oh, you mean eating a delicious dessert before bed will make you sleep well, right? You're amazing!
Actually, we sleep peacefully at night because Xiao is there to protect everyone. He smiled. He smiled.
Then I agree.
Let the
two
shippers
halves of the couplet
thrive.
match. This point is well deserved.
Points for me, points for thee. This judge gives out points for free. But if you ask me, everyone's being a little too conventional so far. Let's push the envelope a little. Go nuts!
Oh? In that case, why don't you finish this one for me, Hu Tao? Round moon in the heavens, full moon at night. Celebrate with circle of friends.
Oh, square meals in the basement. Big bowls of rice. Decorate with cuboids of meat.
What the?
Huh? What the?
Ah, we have ourselves a pedant's couplet. The two halves have no thematic connection, yet each word has its perfect parallel, meaning the two halves do form a cohesive whole. The strict pairings make this no easier to achieve than a thematically coherent couplet.
Blah, 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 blah. So verbose. Zhongli, just tell me if I got a point or not.
Of course you did. I presumed it went without saying.
Ahem. Through Cheongji, I walked 100 miles. At Guili, I ended my march. In Dihua, the silver grass grows in 2 styles, but horsetails don't trot out the marsh.
From vendors, I bought some 15 steaks. At dinner, I sizzled the lot. At pressure, the tenderloin cooks in 2 ticks, but 15 won't fit in the pot.
Huh?
They're too good. They are too good.
So that's a
What is happening?
couplet.
What is
I
this?
think she can do
What
that
is this
too.
evil smile?
got it, what?
Jesus. Hu Tao, what are you
Who's
doing?
Baron Bunny?
Fair.
That's a cute couplet.
Sweet flowers can't outsweet Sister Barbara.
No.
Huh?
Get out of here.
Now, that's the passion we like to see. Although, unfortunately, your response was technically 1 word too long.
In that case, Whopper flowers can't whop Jumpy Dumpty.
Oh, this monster's got talent.
Mondstadt got
I'm so
talent.
relieved I
Let's
at
go.
least managed to get one.
Nestling
got
by
this.
a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs.
Wow, Noelle came up with another one! Come on, match the couplet! Paimon knows you can do it!
Why don't you try it, Paimon?
Do you really think Paimon has what it takes?
Match each word one by one, and you'll be
Paimon will
fine.
give it a whirl. Nestling by a roaring fire, scent of tea wafts from the stove, reading through the heart of Clear Springs. Seething in the pouring rain, sword of pain swipes at my foe, beating up the eye of the
Woo!
storm.
Great job.
What? Really?
Yes, very good. The image of challenging powerful foes in the harshest of conditions seemed to manifest before my eyes, and it was perfectly juxtaposed against the atmosphere of leisurely reading with a cup of freshly brewed tea.
Really? Maybe Paimon has a knack for this after all.
It appears that my services as a judge are no longer needed.
What are you two scoundrels doing, huh?
Paimon's so happy! Paimon managed to match a bunch of couplets at the end. You did hear them all, right?
I really enjoyed myself too. Oh, I never knew Liyue's couplet poetry was so much fun.
You were amazing today, Noelle. You did so many couplets.
Everyone was so great.
Paimon especially liked your one about reading Heart of Clear Springs. Paimon never could have thought of that.
Kaleroy?
Miss Kelly Roy, are you okay? You look like you're getting tired.
Don't worry, I'm fine. Thanks for asking. Although, I do have a question I'd like to ask.
Go ahead.
Have all of you read Heart of Clear Springs?
I haven't read it yet. I think.
I haven't actually read it.
My dad told me this story once. It's about a spring fairy and a young boy.
Oh yes, the story of a spring fairy who left her homeland and met a boy under the moonlight in a faraway land. The boy poured out his heart to her, and she listened to his stories. Over time, the boy grew up and began to develop feelings for the spring fairy.
Ayo.
But the spring fairy didn't understand human love and was afraid that making a promise to him would ultimately end in tragedy. And so, I don't know if Diona's father mentioned the part about the kiss to her.
In
Ayo.
the end, the spring fairy left the
Is this
boy
her story?
and was never heard from again.
Ah, yes, that's it. Many years went by, and the boy became an old man, but he never stopped believing that the fairy was real and not just a dream.
Sounds like a tragic tale.
So, what do you guys think of the spring fairy in the story?
I'm sure she made her decision with the best of intentions, but the boy couldn't hope
Yeah,
to
and
understand why she left. It's a shame that the misunderstanding never got cleared up.
And it's very close to the
Well,
poem we read
Do you
on
think she
Leaf.
should go back and
And she seems
see
sad
that boy
hearing
again
this, so
if she ever had another chance?
yeah, it's all connected.
Now? But isn't he an old man by the end of the story?
Isn't it a bit late? What if it just led
Yeah.
to more regrets?
Especially if it's
Sorry.
by the end of his life.
Maybe I'm being too pessimistic.
If Paimon was that boy... Actually, Paimon would definitely want to see the spring fairy again, no matter how old Paimon got. After all, she's the love of his life, right?
I see.
Oh? Looks like the party's still going strong over here. Are you coming up with more couplets? Need my help?
Stick to hosting, Tone Deaf Bard. If you get involved, you'll only match every couplet yourself and not leave any for the rest of us.
I never knew you had such a high opinion of my abilities, Paimon. But the couplet games are all over now. Tomorrow's theme is freestyle poetry.
Freestyle?
Do we
Damn.
have to share our own poems with everyone?
That's right. If you're not
Just
feeling
don't
confident,
rap,
don't worry.
please.
It's never too late to register for Venti's poetry cram class.
I'll sign up.
Oh, me too.
Hold on there, Buster. Before you start peddling your classes, just how much freedom is there with this freestyle poetry exactly? Aren't there any requirements at all?
It's as free as the winds that blow. And there's nothing freer. There are no limits to genre, form, content, or anything else. So long as it comes from the heart, you're welcome to put it into poetry.
I'm intrigued about her.
Give it a try. There's no better chance to express
I wonder.
your innermost thoughts.
How is it gonna come all together?
That's almost too much freedom. Paimon can't decide which way to go. Our travels? Or maybe all the food that the travelers cooked for Paimon. Will you come too, Kelly Roy? Paimon wants to see what you write.
Oh, yes. I'll be there.
Ugh, my nose is starting to itch again.
Mm.
All right, I shall leave
I
you
wonder
to
why.
quietly ponder your poems and bid you all good night. See you tomorrow.
Get out of here. See you tomorrow. Bye. And there it is. That's the end.